Hello Aquarius and welcome back to the channel. I'm Jen with Bohemian Path Tarot and I have a cold. I apologize for my voice, but if I don't record this tonight, these won't get done until June, so we're going to do our best. I appreciate your grace. I've got the Curious Travels tarot deck here, and I've got the Familiar Field Oracle deck. As always, these are general readings for a general Aquarius audience, so please take what resonates and leave the rest for another Aquarius or another day. And I invite you to check out the videos for all of your major placements, your sun sign, your rising sign, your moon sign. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle, but if you've been here before, you know I like to fast forward the video over the shuffling part. So I'll catch up with you as soon as I'm ready to lay out the cards. I'll see you in just a bit. Okay, Aquarius. Let's see what we've got. Ooh, the Lovers. The Four of Wands. The Emperor. Why are you not in focus? There we go. And the Three of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. Oh, and we're not even remotely framed up. Okay. Like that. No. Kinda, almost. Okay. Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's so interesting. Wow, that's so interesting. I must sound like such a jerk when I say, oh, that's so interesting, and then I don't explain why. But we'll get to it. I'm going to go through the tarot first, and then I'll get to the armadillo. Okay. So I spend more time futzing with this little frame up than I do actually doing the interpretation. So Three of Pentacles in kind of the spot of the theme of the reading here. This is a card that is kind of about teamwork, okay? But it's about heading the team. There we go. You don't see it in the artwork of this particular version, but in other versions of this card, there is usually a central figure that is higher than the other figures. That is either the artisan who is getting a commission or getting like a performance review. Sometimes at least in the original sort of version of the Rider-Waite-Smith art. So there's this piece that comes with the Three of Pentacles that is about your talent, your ability to step into a leadership role, your skill, your being recognized at work or with your talent. If you don't have a traditional sort of career path or job or something of that nature, you could be recognized is even in retirement, or if you're a student, obviously this could be getting on the dean's list or getting a good grade, or this could also be getting recognized in an area that, like a hobby, right? I always use this example, but like getting a role in a play, or in a choir, or something like that. This could be getting more followers. This could be content going viral, something like that. But this reading seems to be about stepping up or leveling up, or something you're doing becoming more visible. And for most of you, for most Aquarians, this would be something to do with your job or your ambition, or some talent you have that you're sharing through your career or through other community endeavors. Let's look at lovers, because obviously that seems like that would be a romantic card, right? And oftentimes oftentimes the lovers does speak to romantic relationships. The social contracts, or the romantic contracts we make with other people, the choices we make in partners, the choices we make within our partnerships, the social contracts, the agreements we make for each other, with each other. It doesn't necessarily have to be with our romantic partners, though. It can also speak to the social contracts we have with our friends, with our colleagues and co-workers, any social contracts, really. And the social contracts we make define us. So there is this part about how our contracts with others give us a sort of identity, right? And confirming whether or not we are in the right relationships. Do they support our core values? That thing that who we hang out with reflects who we are. Here's where we get into a little bit of that armadillo energy, because the armadillo has a thick skin. And so the armadillo has some boundaries, right? There's the suggestion here of keeping some boundaries. Sometimes when it comes to our social contracts, we do have to be mindful about the choices we're making about who we associate with, whether or not they conform to our core values, whether or not they're bringing out the best in us, whether or not we're bringing out the best in them. And this may come up as you step into this supervisory or this more prominent role. You may be needing to set more boundaries, or you may be needing to take, a step back from other relationships in your life, or determining, maybe setting priorities, I think, is what we're seeing. Some relationships coming or being weighed in the balance, finding time for work-play balance, perhaps. I'm going to step away from that energy for a moment and take a look at the Four of Wands, because now this suggests some kind of celebration. The Four of Wands is something like a party celebrating an achievement of yours. This can be in honor of a new job, a graduation, engagement, opening of a play. There's a number of ways this could show up for you, but especially with this recognition or this stepping into a new role or prominence, whatever this is. This could be the celebration in honor of this, or if this is in this Lover's card is recognizing a new level in commitment. This could be an engagement party, wedding, something like that. Usually the Four of Wands suggests an achievement of, or a milestone of yours celebrated by friends and family. So that's going to be different for different Aquarians. Take it as it resonates for you. Finally, we have the Emperor here, and even though that's kind of a masculine title, no matter your gender, this refers to you as the boss, as the visionary of you in your own life, sort of building your empire, right? You have these visions. You're sort of an architect, and you're building. You've taken these visions, and you're making it happen in your life. The Emperor doesn't need to get his or her hands dirty. The Emperor is the boss. The Emperor can hire out and can delegate and has a staff. And maybe in your case, it's just metaphorical. But the Emperor energy speaks to that boss energy of being in charge, of being empowered, and knowing that you can create what you want to create. Aquarius, this is an extremely positive reading, and not everybody had such a positive reading this month. I would say the only caveat with your reading here, the only sort of advice is in this armadillo reading. There's a little bit of a, take a little time to maybe rest or find work-play balance. Take time to celebrate. Take time to connect. But this looks like you have achieved, or you are achieving, or you are building something. And not only are you recognized by others, but you're feeling it within yourself. You're feeling your success within yourself. So congratulations. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for dropping by. I hope this was helpful. If you enjoyed it, I hope you'll consider leaving a like or a comment or subscribe. In any case, take good care. Until next time, bye for now.